Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rev Ruckus Entertainment and Variety. My name is Sol, and today we're going to be watching the FIFA Women's World Cup, Canada versus Nigeria. Now, I am neither Canadian nor Nigerian, so today I'm a neutral party, although probably cheer a little bit for our neighbors to the north in Canada, especially because Canada has Christine Sinclair, 40-year-old sixth World Cup. So we're going to see this match. I'm going to be looking over here a lot because that's where my TV screen is. And hopefully Tushka's going to join us later in about like 30 minutes to just chat and have fun. So if you're watching, predictions, who's going to win? And I gotta say right now on Kit Watch, these new Canadian kits for the Canadian women are so good. And the fact that the design pattern goes all the way through the back, there's not like a blank red part for the numbers, is very nice. I'm gonna say I don't know many of these players at all. If it was the US women playing, could speak more on it, but we're here to have fun. I also looked up the temperature. It is in the 50s in Fahrenheit in Melbourne, Australia, where they're playing. So it's cold. And speak of the devil,
What is going on?
um, not having much to say because I don't know any of these players except for one Canadian.
Right. Yeah, Sinclair, the one you told me about.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, Fox is being cool and not allowing Dish to work as a TV provider anymore as far as the verification. So still trying to find a workaround. Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be on FS1, although that's still Fox too.
Yeah,
or
Fox Sports, yeah.
Univision, you can watch in Spanish.
Hey, that's fine with me. I mean, I don't listen to the English-speaking commentators anyway, so
That'd be funny that I'm watching in English and you're watching in Spanish.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Is there a link? Is there one available or?
Oh, I'm watching on my Xfinity. Actually, go to tv.xfinity.com.
Yeah. Send it to me. We had to do that one time before. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Jump out and remove the.
I'm gonna send it on Discord.
Yes. Oh, those big corporations and their piss parties, man. Well, we want X billion. Well, we want X billion. Meanwhile, it's like, and they always do it around the NFL playoffs. So like NFC Championship game, it's like, oh, you can't watch this because your provider. It's like, oh, cool. So it's like, call your provider. Here's the number. So it's like, all right, keep playing. Let's do this. Oh no! I just need to log in. It's
yeah.
Actually, let me try this.
You might have it. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, it's sending a verification code.
Probably sending it to my dad's email.
It says phone number 7154.
That's my dad. So I will.
All right, let him know. Whoops.
Let me stop camera for a second. I'll be.
Yeah, no, you're good. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to entertain you all. Apologies to you, everyone. Let's go ahead and let's just get some music going. Some of that acoustic cinematic. That's right. It's been a long, hard day at Rev Sports. I think I got to get closer for the D part. Rev Sports. I don't see any WSG. I don't know that one. I'm too young for that one, Gabbo. Do you know what WSG is?
WSG?
Yeah. That wouldn't fade out for some reason. Yeah, no, we had a Gabbo T Hart on Twitch message and say WSG. Not sure what the acronym would be. What soccer game? Women's soccer game. Maybe.
I was just like, is that women's soccer? I don't know acronyms at all. A bunch of times when people text me an acronym, I will literally, like an old person, Google the acronym.
Exactly right. Yeah. And I'll do it like an even older person and get a hold of somebody younger and, hey, what does this mean?
See, you don't care about the embarrassment. I do. That's why I Google myself.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, Google helps out. Other times.
Yeah, I was looking. I think it said it was 56 degrees in Melbourne, Australia right now because it is their winter time.
Is that where they're playing the match today?
Yeah. So they're in Melbourne, Australia. The World Cup is in Australia and New Zealand, which New Zealand won their first ever World Cup game yesterday or the day before, depending on time zones. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Because that was the 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. because Australia won. Yeah. Okay, though. Yeah, let's pull that up. So this is the tournament, right? Big tournament.
Yes, this is the.
So they have the brackets already filled out.
Well, they're in the group stage right now. So there's groups, and the top two of each group go to the round of 16, and then it works as a single elimination bracket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So currently, right now, you can win, lose, or tie. When you get to the round of 16, then there needs to be a winner. So that's when you go into overtime or penalties.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. And I don't know if it was it last year's, maybe year before. Like there was a lot of penalty kicks that decided matches and who moved on. That was a lot of excitement for sure.
What's interesting though for Fox is they got a Winter World Cup with the men's, and then, well, technically a Winter World Cup for the women's too, but World Cup in Australia where the times are weird for American audience.
Yeah.
So I think because of that, Fox News was able to get the next World Cup that's in the US for the same price.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they were screwed on viewerships.
Yeah. Like, it brings in all these networks, this many millions of viewers. It's incredible. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Yeah, just write the check here. Okay, great. And then okay, our bad. Yeah, we noticed those numbers as well. We'll give you a second chance.
No.
So nobody's really been figured out into the bracket for.
Yeah, no one yet, because it's just this is match day 1 for everyone, or their first match. So right now, it's Group B is where Canada and Nigeria are. Let me look up their group.
Right, that's what I was trying to find. CBS had an empty bracket. Trying to see.
So if you just Google Women's World Cup and go to standings, so they're in a group with Australia and Republic of Ireland, which Australia has Sam Kerr, who's a very good player, plays for Chelsea. Yeah. See, I know a player or two on each team, or on some of the teams. But when the U.S. women play, then I'm like, I know everybody.
All right, I'm going to create a FIFA content folder. So, found one. I'll upload it here soon enough. Nice little colorful bracket talking about which groups are what.
Yeah. But what would be cool, as a fun fact, is if Christine Sinclair scores,
Yeah.
she'll be the first person ever to score in 6 World Cups.
Yeah. That's who I'm cheering for. I don't have anything Canadian, but this is maroon or, kind of crimson to red. So I feel like that's close enough to the maple red.
I was saying before you got here on Kit Watch, the new kits for the Canadian women are fire. Their shirts
on the block.
They look really nice.
Heck yeah. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. During the Men's World Cup, when Cristiano Ronaldo scored a penalty, they said, "Oh, the first person to ever score in 5 World Cups," and everyone was like, "Hold up, Christine Sinclair and Martha. You can't forget the women."
Yeah. Oh well. What we meant was.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We know what you meant. Slides? Would I do it? Okay. I guess it has to be in a PDF. PowerPoint. No.
One thing, it was very much a who knew if this game was going to happen or not, because the Nigerian women and also the Canadian women by that are fighting with their federation for equal pay, and Nigerian women talked about possibly boycotting the first game, which means that they would have forfeited against Canada.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
I mean, they deserve equal pay, and we just talked about the television contracts. I mean,
yeah,
they're having to pay equal for those contracts now, so why not have the dividends be that as well? Yeah, I'll just screenshot this
Canada.
They won't score.
They were making some stuff in the final third there, but went back. A cluster of Canadians and Nigerians outside the box.
A gaggle of Canadians.
A gaggle, yeah. Well, Canadian geese, right?
Yeah, exactly. That didn't work. Okay.
And the other issue with the Canadian Federation is that they don't have much money.
Yeah.
I think they've discussed possibly going bankrupt.
Yeah. And you hate to see that because it affects a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, it affects the men's team, the women's team,
all the ancillary jobs. I mean,
yeah,
the pitches, the ticket sales, everything of that nature.
Is it paralegic? Would be the word.
Okay.
The people who some that only have one leg, or they have a ailment or something
Yeah.
You know how the Paralympics.
Yeah.
But I believe Canada also has a team. I know the US does.
Man.
Which means less money for them as well. Yeah,
because often they kind of thrive off of the main draw.
Yeah. So what you're seeing here is that Canada mostly has the ball. They have possession. They're kind of just passing it around, doing in kind of like a U shape, where they're not really going down the middle. They're kind of kicking it out, center back to center back, out to the wings. But not really.
Do their wings typically, or do they attack from the wing for the most part instead of kind of driving up the middle or whatnot?
Well, I don't know really their style of play that much because I'm not Canadian. But
hey, you never know. I don't know what research you got.
The wingers, you should.
All right, let's try this again. I'm refreshing and it's not. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. I think for most, I don't know if the Canadian strategy is the Will Ferrell kicking and screaming pass to the Italians, pass to Sinclair.
Yeah. Just no matter what, get it to him. No matter what.
Yeah.
So they got in the corner. All right, got an out. Let's see. Is that where you're at? Where is it the corner kick or what are they doing?
Oh, yeah, I was just after the corner kick.
Okay.
Or
Mine's just now starting the corner kick.
Oh wait, yeah. It's just not. They were showing the replay. They're at the corner kick. Yeah.
Oh, down it skid forward. A little bit for me. That was in spikes up. Okay.
It'd be weird if we're on different times since we're on the same. Oh, the Nigerian just slipped. And then there was a foul.
Okay, so I'm actually ahead of you now.
Ah. Yeah. Weird.
I know, right? Usually it's the other way around. Usually I'm having to have you guys pause.
Quinn did get the ball.
Well, right, but if cleats up, I mean, does that matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing that I did learn Googling, so Quinn here is actually transgender, but since they were born female, they still, FIFA has them play with the women. I think I saw either they identify as they, them, but.
Yeah, and that's such a tricky and slippery slope.
Yeah.
You know, I can see arguments from both sides, but
at
least they're being accepting of it, and working with it instead of just preemptively saying no, this is never going to happen.
Right. And probably for like other people who are transgendered to see a transgender person playing at a World Cup, it's probably like super huge.
Yeah, because that's part of the argument too is
oh
well, there's not that many players, so that doesn't merit.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't had role models, you haven't had representation, and that takes generations. I mean, we're just now seeing Native American representation in film,
right?
At a large scale.
We were trying to look up because Tushka over there, if you don't know, if you haven't been watching, is Choctaw. So we're trying to see if there was any First Nation people on the Canadian team for Tushka to feel even more Canadian today.
Yes.
We weren't able to. Google did not help.
Although it did not.
When I was looking,
their Twitter picture, there's some brown girls there. That could be.
When I looked at the pictures, I was just like, "There's some brown girls here," and I was like, "Are they brown because they're out in the sun all the time, or are they brown because they're native?"
Running 35 miles back and forth on the pitch.
Yeah.
Hats off to all the soccer players out there.
Right.
Not my favorite sport overall, but I definitely respect the hustle and God, man, you guys have stamina. I could never do that.
90 minutes, man.
Yeah.
They get a break at the 45, but still.
So where do you see the 9 minutes? I'm at 17:28.
I'm at 17:12.
Okay, so you're a little bit ahead of me. Okay, so but they just announced what the stoppage is going to be, or the additional, or what?
Oh, the stoppage doesn't get decided until
the very
end. 45th minute. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that's weird. How
you
jumped ahead of me now.
That tackle by Nigeria. That's a foul. But yeah, I love these kids. I love them so much. The Canadian kids, they look so good. Where?
Okay. Well. Oh, commercial. Yeah, mine went out of full screen mode to go to a commercial.
I'm at 18.
Oh, that's right, because it counts up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how much of a noob I am to the sport. Like, I don't even know how to keep count. Like, I don't know the track of the time. I don't know.
Yes. when
I was
you
like,
were
I'm
you're
ahead
ahead
of
of
you. What the heck?
yeah. I was just like, no, I think I'm still behind you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I
But
don't have a pause button. It's stop or play. Like there's
did
no.
it stop for you?
Well, if I hit stop, yeah, it
Oh.
stops. But then whenever I play, it recycles or kind of
Mm.
refreshes it, and then it just goes right back to that spot.
So
Yeah.
if someone scores a goal, you'll hear Tushka cheering first.
Or asking questions. What was that? How did that happen?
Well, let me wait 10 seconds till
Sports
it happens
points.
on my screen. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, man. They're playing rough for sure.
I think that's the first touch the Canadian goalkeeper got this game so far.
That block or
Just having the ball get kicked back to her and her.
yeah, about 19. We're right at 20 minutes now. Okay, yeah, come on. How's that? Yeah.
But it's good to remember that since they are on, like, their seasons are opposite from us.
Mm-hmm.
Great time to visit Australia or New Zealand,
Oh
I guess,
man.
would be
Well,
our winter time.
yeah. I mean, it looks nice and sunny there,
Yeah.
but it
I
does look
mean,
a little
if it's
balmy.
in the 50s, but the sun is out, it can feel kind of nice. You have a long sleeve and some
Yeah.
jeans, and the sun
Yeah.
is out, but the second you go in the shade, you're dying.
At 50 degrees, I'm a layer person. I'm definitely
Yeah. Like,
having like a coat, like a light
for
coat
sure.
but heavy jacket kind of situation.
For
I'm
sure.
not a fan of the cold, and neither are my bones,
I
my
am not
cartilageless
either.
bones.
I live in Miami, so
Yeah,
I am
right.
definitely not a fan of cold.
Yeah,
I went to London
yeah,
in April and I
right.
was cold. It
Yeah,
was in
I
the
bet.
50s and 60s.
Well, and then
But
again, especially like immediate
yeah.
change back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Although the first day I was there, it was actually pretty sunny, so I guess I brought the sun to England. When
Good.
they're one of 5 sunny days that they get.
Oh man, everybody needs some sunshine in their life.
Right. But the days that it was like gray and raining and 56 degrees, yeah, not fun on weather side.
Yeah, first time I went to San Diego back in high school, it was like for like a summer art class and everything, and yeah, went there and it's like 65 degrees and cloudy. They're like, man, we're so sorry for the bad weather. I was like, are you kidding? Like, I come from Kansas City. Like, it snows in May. And, it's either like super humid or super cold or stormy or tornadoes. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, no, this is great, guy. Like,
Nigeria had a chance there. I mean,
apologies. Yeah.
the Canadian goalkeeper stopped it, but corner kick for Nigeria.
Yeah. Where is the roster?
Okay, Nigeria, I see you. That's the one thing for like, I don't know anything about Nigeria, but I'm gonna assume here by the run of play, like the Canadian team is better, has more talent. And when you're playing against a team that has more talent, when you're gonna be playing in that low block, if you're hoping to counter and get that one moment of brilliance to score, and then bunker down and hope and pray to God that the other team doesn't score on you.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can keep it to 0, keep it tied, it's like, all right, there's still a little hope.
Yeah.
You may feel like it's a glimmer, but
And for Canada, what they're going to want to do when you're just the superior team, what you want to do is you want to score and score early, because then the other team has to have an attacking mindset to get it back to equal.
Yeah, and then if you get a couple, then you can actually keep them at arm's distance as they try to rally or come back to you.
But yeah, when you're playing a team that's bunkering down, that is in that low block, wanting to counter, and you go up one on them, and then they have to now try to score one, it leaves a lot of space open for then you to score a second, a third, a fourth.
Yeah, our women's stickball team for the Choctaw Nation, they went to the Stickball World Series Championship for the first time.
Nice.
Unfortunately, in the game they didn't score, but it was kind of that situation. They were kind of bunkering, and
Yeah.
it was just keeping it out of our side was a big part of that battle.
Right.
Is 3/4 of the time we're having to play that defensive mindset and kind of be on the back of the hills because the other team is just that good. Mississippi, hats off to them. They did an incredible job, and they always do. But we're knocking on the door. We're gonna get you.
Hey,
we're gonna
there
get
you go. Although right now, after the first 20 some minutes, we're seeing the ball be on the other side of the field a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe Nigeria just needed a little time to get the nerves out.
Yeah. Well, and then definitely be able to capitalize on those. I mean,
Yeah.
if they are few and far between, when you got it, you got to make it count.
And another fun fact is the Canadian women are the reigning Olympic champions.
Okay. Yeah.
We got the U.S. women are the reigning World Cup champions. The Canadians are the Olympic champions. They won the gold.
There we go. That was 2020?
Yeah, and in Japan.
Yeah.
2021.
2021.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 2020.
Well, I mean, I know they were trying to do like a bubble at some point, but yeah.
Yeah. Remember when they
branding wise is still 2020.
Yeah. It's the 2020 Olympics, but remember when they changed the 0 for the second 20 to an O for 1?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to show me an example of that one. Kind of like the Big 10, where in the T they got the 11 wrapped around.
Yeah.
It's like, nice try. Just we know what number it actually is.
Speaking of a different sport, swimming, and
Okay,
speaking of anime, where's Preston? He should be watching.
Swimming.
But yeah, there's this Iwatobi Swim Club, jokingly called the gay swimming anime.
Right.
They were supposed to come out with a new series because of the 2020 Japan Olympics. And then when that got postponed, the show got postponed, and then the new season never came out.
Got stuck in that limbo or purgatory of TV show purgatory. Oh, okay.
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 Okay, Canada. Okay. Ooh, good tackle there by Nigeria. Ooh, nice Nigeria. Okay.
All right. No, I mean, the goalie, I mean, just, kind of kicked it out of bounds. Just knowing that there's a penalty or that there's going to be a free kick. I mean, I would have just.
Yeah. Depending on, I don't know who touched it last. Probably Canadian touched it last. If it hits the back line where the goal is, then it's a free kick, a corner kick.
Yeah.
If it's the sidelines, then it's a throw in. So you'd rather have it be a throw in than be a corner kick.
This is a spot foul, and then they have a free kick there. Because they did that earlier. They placed it down close to midfield.
Okay. Okay, good cross. Ooh.
The header. Sorry, I'm trying not to respond.
What are you at time-wise?
Oh, she just overpassed. She went to pass, kicked a little bit too hard, and went out of bounds. So free kick by the Nigerian goalie.
Yeah. I just saw that happening now. I'm at 28:59. 29.
Okay. Man, just over 20 seconds.
I mean, goalie got cake.
I'm not going to say it on live broadcast, but I won't disagree with you. I'll do my best to yes and.
Yes and.
Yes. Man.
I think in a soccer Discord that I'm a part of.
Oh yeah.
Right. All the women in there were trying to determine which of the men's players for the US were the hottest and who had the best cake.
Yeah. I mean, soccer is definitely one of those sports. I mean, the way you have to prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
every day is like day.
Something in the oven. It's gonna be some of that cake. Not a baby in the oven. It's gonna be cake. What about brownies? I'm trying to think of like other terms. Brownies may not be the best one. Oh. Mm. I know volley is not the best term, but that kind of response, kind of that back and forth, is a good, some good play right there.
I just realized it's Christmas on the field, red and green.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep, man. I mean, good job, commercialism. Like just ingraining color association in our brains. And sports teams too.
Yeah, for the the Christmas games that the NBA always has.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and I have always said that the Miami Heat and the Celtics should play every Christmas because it's red and green.
Yeah, throwing the Bulls.
Yeah. Milwaukee.
I mean, they had yellow, and they're not a team anymore, but the Seattle Supersonics, they had green.
They're now the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oklahoma City Thunder, yeah. And they are in a rebuilding decade.
Oh, it's out wide.
Yep. Good effort, though.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that also hit the Canadians' head, too. That's why it's a corner kick. It hit the Canadian last.
You want to watch this one? Huh?
Okay, clearance. Ooh, just over.
Yeah.
they hit the field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They got through the cross section, but didn't get below.
Where can I watch the game? It's currently on either Fox or Univision if you are in the United States. If you're not in the US, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, check your local cable provider. But and welcome.
Welcome.
A Posca?
A Posca.
A Posca, right? Yeah. Argentina.
Oh,
Awesome.
hola, Posca.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the Argentinian cable provider is.
Ooh, right? Yeah. Don't know how strict their communications are down there.
Yo soy cubana americana. Y yo vivo aquí en Miami, entre Miami, donde Messi, el campeón del mundo. Said the champion of the world, Messi.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are over the moon getting in. I mean, that's just me like sold out games, like for the next 5 years. Yeah.
I mean, for tomorrow's game against Cruz Azul, we sold our 4 tickets for $1,000 each.
Mm.
So making that money.
Okay.
Ooh, open goal. Ooh. Canadian down. Wow. That was the chance, Nigeria, with the open goal like that.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch again. Okay,
here we go. They're going to show it in slow-mo quite a bit.
Okay, she's onside. Goalkeeper comes out, misses the ball. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The defender there did a good job. Okay, how did the...
Yeah, huge save.
Huge save.
Yeah, not sure who that was, but number 10.
The Nigerian decided to play American football and tackle her.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was...
knock her at the shins. Yeah.
That was a chance. That was a mistake by Canada's goalkeeper. They came out and they did not get that ball at all. Yeah, Canada was very lucky there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, congrats on who was the save. But Nigeria, I mean, they're keeping that pressure on.
Yeah. They're pushing now. They're applying more pressure. So they kind of, seems like they're changing tactics. They were sitting in a low block, but now they're kind of being more forward mind thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and applying the pressure.
Yeah.
So I mean, good ball control, because you can't apply pressure if you can't control the ball.
Yeah.
If you're constantly losing it and they're taking it, then vice versa. But yeah.
That's why like playing these kind of teams are so tricky.
Yeah, tricky in what way? Just not really knowing each of their tactics, or
because
I mean, you would hope they prepare enough, but
you're typically going to know what their tactics are because you have coaches that are studying those teams and going to say, this is the player to watch out for. This is how they usually set up. This is X, Y, and Z. But you guys are great, but I have to travel tomorrow and gotta sleep. Good night. I'll subscribe, react to Argentina on Monday. We'll see if we can. Yeah, we'll see if we can react to it on Monday. We're gonna try to react to a bunch of the games here and try to react to US as well.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we can work out it and get some shorts up. Little 30-second, 1-minute shorts, kind of talking about the game, or maybe getting highlights or something.
But gracias, Poca. Nos vemos.
I'm not sure if they translate hasta luego. That's always my customary goodbye. All right, yeah. So number 19, Leon. But still an aggressive attack, but it just didn't work out.
Now, the U.S. are currently in New Zealand for their group stage games.
Yep.
So, no diss to Australia, but being in New Zealand, that's cool. They even when they showed
Wellington
up,
Regional. Yeah.
yeah, when they arrived New Zealand, like of all the teams that were there, um, they performed a haka and did like all the
Yeah.
cultural stuff. And they were talking about how there was
Let's go
all the
Pollies.
other World Cups that they've gone to, they've never done like a cultural show for them before, and that it was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just even being able to have that captivated audience
Yeah.
and just share your culture. I mean, have that
Yeah.
representation and, introduce them to the song and, hopefully food
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It doesn't happen enough, but definitely celebrate it when it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that group, we've got for Group E, we got U.S., we got Vietnam, looks like Netherlands,
And Portugal, which
Portugal.
Netherlands.
I was like, not Portland. my NBA brain went there.
Yeah, yeah. And fun fact there, Netherlands is who we beat at the last World Cup. That was the final, US
Yeah,
Netherlands.
that's right. That is right. Oh, look out. And so within the group, it's double elimination.
So in within the group, it's whoever gets so you
Most
if
points
you're
out of the
looking
group.
at the standings, which I'll share screen.
Okay.
So yeah, you look at the standings. So like currently right now, like New Zealand has played and New Zealand, Norway played, and the Philippines and Switzerland haven't played yet. But like, let's look at Group B. If this stays 0-0,
Mm-hmm.
they'll get a point, and then this will be what the. So if there was no more games, Australia and Canada would go forward, or depending. That's kind of the top two of each group go to the round of 16. So obviously the rest of them they have 0 points, so that they're just there as placements. But depending on your points, you get 3 points if you win, you get 1 point if you tie, you get 0 if you lose. And you add up all the points after the 3 games because Australia is going to play Canada, Nigeria, and Republic of Ireland. So you get 3 games. What your point total is at the end of those 3 games. Uh, whoever the top 2 are get to go on to the next round.
Here we go. So let's go USA.
Yeah.
Now, who else are you cheering for? You cheering for Puerto Rico or just any kind of Latin
well
competitor? Or?
The rule,
Yeah,
for Latin Americans.
Okay.
If you are Latino and a Latin American team is playing another non-Latin American team, then you root for the Latin American team.
Yeah.
If that Latin American
right.
team is playing your team, then that's when all the niceties go away.
Yeah.
So obviously Cuba is not playing and I ride for the US. So if a Latin American team is playing the United States, fuck that team. But
yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm rooting for, but like if it's game by game. So like this one, Nigeria, Canada, I'm a neutral, but for history's sake, it'd be cool to see Christine Sinclair score.
Right.
Yeah,
everybody loves a good story.
Yeah.
And that'd just be incredible. To kind of see records get broken and
right.
That trail getting blazed and
yeah. And then I'm also like I will root for underdogs. So like New Zealand's an underdog and they beat Norway, which was an upset. And New Zealand has never won a game at the World Cup. So this is their first win and that was their goal. Their goal was at this World Cup was to win a game, and they already reached their goal. So now anything's possible for them. Um, Also, I mean, Marta, is Marta. She plays for Brazil.
Mhm.
She's just an icon of the sport. Um, 37 years old, sixth World Cup, along with Christine Sinclair. Like those two have played forever. Uh, there was someone that put on that Christine Sinclair, one of the younger players on the Canadian team, was 5 years old the first World Cup that Christine Sinclair went to.
Gosh,
And
right?
now they're teammates.
Yeah. Well, and then you talk about age, and they're kind of showing some of the players, and I'm like, these look like kids. They
Yeah.
just look like, so you can tell
Yeah.
some, definitely,
And imagine
are
you're
vets, but
40 years old playing with
yeah,
18, 19,
exactly.
20-year
Yeah.
olds.
Yeah. People that can't even legally do everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
also like I'll root for England. I
Yeah.
like their squad, and they won the Euros. And it's so fitting that the women were the first to bring a trophy back to England since the 60s and 66. It's so fitting because for a good period of English history, it was illegal for women to play the sport.
Right.
So the fact that they've won a Euros when the men haven't, and they've been able to bring glory back,
Mm-hmm.
and they can sing "It's Coming Home" because it came home.
Because it actually, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, because the women got it done. Step up, fellas. I want to try to
right,
take some
exactly.
credit. Yeah. Yeah. And even, kind of for, in different markets where, the gender sport or just the sport itself kind of lacks a little bit.
Yeah,
Um, for Kansas City, it was our soccer team that actually brought the first championship
yeah,
recently. 2013, Kansas City Sporting won. And then 2015, the baseball team won the World Series.
yeah.
And then
And now Sporting
2019.
is not so good.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I can only imagine it's probably just as hard as any other sport. It's so hard to maintain. I
Yeah,
mean, once you win, everybody's wanting to get those players, and if they got contracts, that's whenever they're cashing out. They're getting paid, and
yeah,
it's hard for teams just to kind of hold on to that, and because every individual has their own aspirations and goals that they just kind of want to go for, but.
yeah.
Super
So
excited about Kansas City sports continuing with the women's team
yeah, Kansas City
and
Giant.
building the first ever in the world women's sporting arena. And
Yeah, that's
so
awesome
cool.
for
Yeah,
Kansas City Giant.
yeah. I feel like I don't know when the date is. I don't know if it's 2024 or how soon, but I feel like that's got to be a ruckus trip.
Halftime.
Go to Kansas City. There we go.
Um, Nigeria has to feel very proud to keep it at 0-0.
Yeah.
Although they're
Right.
probably kicking themselves in the ass for not scoring during
Mm-hmm.
when the goalkeeper was outside of the goal.
Yeah.
But
That can
you,
that can impassion the player. That can motivate. That can
yeah,
inspire. There's a lot of
yeah,
good that can come from it, but it's how you respond to
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Do you let that just eat away at your head and get it to where you're psyching yourself out, or do you
Yeah,
use it as kindling for the kind of the fire, have a chip on your shoulder? I know for me, whenever I play sports, I'm super competitive, but I have to have a chip on my shoulder.
yeah,
So, I try to be nice, but at the same time, it's like I'm going to find a way, or a reason, like Michael Jordan. I'm going to try to find a
yeah.
reason
I took
to
that
not hate
personally.
you, but just, sports
Yeah, yeah.
rival and just, have that chip. So,
One
yeah,
thing, Sophia Smith, who plays for the U.S., she was quoted saying, "We're not defending our title; we're attacking it."
yeah, right. Yeah,
I was like, love that.
yeah. I mean, even just that frame of mind and that kind of that
Yeah,
kind of paradigm shift and the way you're kind of
yeah.
looking at it. Yeah,
Because everyone's gunning for the US. The US are the odds-on favorite to win this.
Yeah.
If they do, it's a three-peat,
Mm-hmm.
which has never been done before.
Yeah.
On the men or women's side.
It hasn't been done in sports in a long time.
Yeah.
Patriots
And
didn't even three-peat.
the other thing too, and one thing that I love, is that the women's game has just gotten so much better. And you could see that from the Euros, is that because before, like, the reason the US were so good is because the US spent money on the infrastructure for the women to have a place to play, where you had like some women's sports teams, like I think we beat Chile like 14-0. Like some of them like had day jobs.
Wow.
Yeah, those women had day jobs and like
Mm-hmm.
would practice on the weekends.
Yeah.
And how far the sport has come that like some of these women don't have to have another job to be able to support themselves. They can just focus on soccer. Because before it was like us, and then like Germany had the infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe like China had the infrastructure. But like it makes sense because the US has 4, Germany has 2 stars for World Cup wins. But now like you're seeing England, you're seeing Canada, you're seeing like
seeing the field kind of start to level a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's exciting because that's whenever it breeds some of the greatest games.
Right.
And
you
have those dynasties.
And I feel like it's more fun for the player and for the viewer to watch a competitive match than to watch a blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were not wrong, because when you said 14-0, I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
Like,
I might have it wrong, but
5-0, I probably would have been like, yeah.
Yeah. They scored 2 touchdowns.
I know, right? They scored more
plus the extra point
than the Denver Broncos did all year last year. Good job, guys. That's right. Suck it, Denver. But yeah, and kind of going back to the conversation with the pay.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, it gives more time to focus on it, but a lot of that is probably going to be more in prep. It's not playing the game more. It's not
it's having those off days, the recovery,
the off days, the study, and just the deep dive into your opponent, and who are the people across from you versus probably. I mean, if you're working a full-time job and training full-time, I mean, what are you doing? Just listening to the games and just just trying to passively ingest plays and play calls or whatever. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and the fact too, and we're seeing this on the men's and women's side, they're playing longer. Because with sports medicine and recovery and taking care of their bodies, we're seeing athletes that used to be when you turn 30, that was like it for you. And now, like we're saying, Christine Sinclair's 40 years old, Marta's 37, Tim Ream, who played for the US at the Men's World Cup, his first World Cup, 35 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah. And then NFL, you see it too. Tom Brady, I think 44. I think it's kind of when he left, but So you got some of the sports science or medicine and just better care. We have me and Josh. We have a good conversation.
People aren't chain smoking anymore.
Yeah, but me and Josh had a good conversation, about that when we talked about the quarterback series.
Yeah,
and so if you haven't seen Quarterback, go ahead and watch the show and then check out our video. And we're not doing a watch along with it, but we do a review of the first 4 episodes. But one of those episodes really hits hard on the how they take care of the body, and what I like is that they already get an incredible facility and staff that work for them, but then even when they go home and they're off, they're still hiring more people to help them train harder.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, that is where they're at status wise. Yeah, I mean, it is nonstop. You get to breathe and spend time with the family, but then you're back at it. And so, increased pay means, better lives for all, staff and players, and hopefully, better competition. And we're seeing it. It's really good.
where like before some of these women that like are playing in the NWSL, um, they were like baristas on the like, or
Yeah.
like having to like be like, oh, I'm gonna like coach soccer, do other stuff to like supplement their pay.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them still have to do that, unfortunately, but it's moving more towards where like the main players, the starting 11s, like they're not having to do that anymore, which is
Good.
great.
Yeah, and you know, and hopefully that kind of trickles down to the other countries
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
That don't have that luxury
Yeah.
sometimes, as far as population wise or GDP or just their level of income. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
And
a beautiful thing to see just in the short time that I've kind of been passively kind of hearing from you about following it and such. Just the leaps and bounds it seems like it's taken the last 5 years.
and the fact that the US have really like are the trailblazers in the sport for equal pay. They were able to get an agreement with the men's team. Like for example, the men's team making it to the round of 16, which they were ultimately that's as far as they got, made more money than the women did winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now they share that earning. And what's funny is so you have the men's team did a video like cheering on the women, and Weston McKennie was like, get that bread. It was just like, and people were like, Weston McKennie's like, oh yeah, we get more money if the women win because we share money now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, however you have to reinforce the motivation.
Right.
Right. But yeah, but it's just like, oh yeah, we don't win it and we get more money. And it's like, oh, y'all are winning now? Okay, cool. We get part of that too.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe it doesn't look the best, but yeah.
So he like, yeah, here's the video where hopefully my sharing, sometimes my sharing is
just want to wish good luck.
Oh, the eagle got me.
You might have to share because you know how the sharing goes with
oh, right. Okay. Yeah, just send me the
I'll
link
put it in
and we will get it.
I press inspect instead of paste, and that was interesting.
Yeah,
It gave
right.
me
See
it
some of
gave
the
me
back
the
end?
code.
Yeah. You were looking at the Matrix right there. That's what you were doing.
Right. Yeah, it's there on the private chat.
Aha. Yeah, Argentina. That's awesome. Happy to have a viewer.
Yeah, right?
That's super
Now,
cool.
the Argentinian men are great. The women, they're working towards it. They're
Yeah, right. Yeah, you guys start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. All right, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to share the same screen. No, let me do this. Let me move this over. Bear with me. Technology has not been my friend today. Not today. I don't know why.
Okay, this Toyota commercial had the guy doing the gritty, which that really just shows you they're like, we're trying to market to the youngins.
Right. Yeah, actually, yeah. As you say that, I'm like, oh, let me turn off the audio on that broadcast because I'm about to share. All right, here we go. Full screen. You ready?
Ready.
Eagle.
Just want to wish good luck to the women in the Women's World Cup this summer. All the best.
Good luck. Good luck.
Let's go.
Good luck for the World Cup to the USA in Australia. Good luck. Win it.
Hi guys. Just want to wish you good luck. I hope you smash it. Hope you go all the way again. Good luck, guys.
Good luck, USA, at the Women's World Cup.
What's up, U.S. Women's National Team? Walker and me and the half. Me, I'm Weston McKennie.
Weston McKennie.
Yeah, on behalf of the U.S. Men's National Team, we just want to wish you guys the best of luck in the World Cup. Go get that bread up, fam. Go get that bread up. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
Get that bread up.
I mean, some of them look like maybe it's just the timing of the request, but some of them didn't look too excited. Yeah, good luck. Yeah.
And
like,
Weston
man, come on,
McKennie was
man.
just like, we get paid if they win.
Right.
Get that bread up.
Man, dial it up a bit, man. You got social content. Bring some energy. I know you're at a practice and it's 100 degrees outside and 1,000% humidity, but suck it up. Come on. 5 seconds. All you got to do. No, that's awesome. Yeah. So Volkswagen sponsoring the American team.
Yeah, they're the Volkswagen's on the all the training kits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back there. All right.
How do you feel about this new Haunted Mansion movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. As far as like trailer or anything. Like the rehashes, like remakes, but then also just the roller coaster properties, because isn't that probably what it is? Disney's Haunted House, or
it's Disney's Haunted House. We had well, technically, I think it was a remake of like a classic movie, but with the Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah.
And now we're having a new one, which is just like, instead of new things, let's just keep doing the same thing over.
Hey, I mean, I guess you don't have to pay writers if you don't have to write anything.
Right.
Start pulling into the old trash can and, oh yeah, this one will work. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm at a point where, if I'm running content, it intrigues me great, but I just haven't really been like actively searching every trailer that drops and things of that nature, because I'm so behind on my own watch list. I'm like, I'm not looking to add more to the queue. I need to get through some of these and kind of move on. But yeah, I'm with you. Like, just write some new stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, pay the people that are doing such an incredible job of bringing relevant interpretations of either old stories or lore, or even just kind of fresh ones. I mean, because everything's kind of a little bit of a basis stories wise and structure, kind of similar. But let's get some new representation. And it seemed like we were doing such a great job with Wakanda, not Wakanda Forever, but Black Panther, and then also with a lot of Crazy Rich Asians. I mean, you're getting so much more representation in these probably new writers, and all of a sudden it's like, halt. Like, all right, sorry, too many minority stories. We can go back to these old ones starring white people.
They're adding more black people in the new Haunted Mansion, but still.
Yeah.
And it
where's the natives? Where's the natives? You don't think we're scared of houses too?
It's always when people think diversity, they always like add black people and then sometimes a Latino, but never a native.
But if they do, and it's a horror movie, the Latino dies first now.
Yeah. And they're Mexican.
The native. Yeah. Yeah, whenever they're like, oh yeah, Suicide Squad, it's great. It's a movie, about these, bad guys kind of forced to do good things, and then they die, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, we got a native guy, great, Adam Beach. Oh, he's awesome. Oh, bye, Adam. Okay, well,
looking at the
good while it lasted. Good while it lasted.
The scoreboard or the jumbotron that's there, it says substitution, so I don't know which team is making a sub.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So some of the alternate players for Canada. Well, crap, I already lost it. Where was it? Okay. It doesn't have their numbers, but Awujo.
Rose out and Lacasse in.
Lacasse, yeah.
I'm guessing she's French Canadian.
Yeah, and you also have Prince, Prue, Schmidt, Smith, Vines or Veins. I'm not sure how they prefer to pronounce it. And Zadorsky. Those are the substitutes. Doesn't have the numbers, but yeah.
So Canada made a sub at halftime. I wonder what the sub rules are, if they're still because of COVID. You used to only be able to sub 3 players, but with COVID you can sub 5. And they kind of just kept that, and I think that's still the case where it's 5 subs, but you can only do it in 3 windows. So
Yeah.
That means like even if you have a fifth sub available, but you already subbed people out in 3 different windows, then tough shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because they have 12 listed as far as
Yeah.
their substitutes players.
But yeah, only 5
yeah,
can be
5
subbed
total.
if it's still the same rules, which
Yeah.
I would believe that it would still be. Yeah. Back in the olden days, there used to be no subs, and then
Yeah.
they went to only 1 sub.
Right. Just kind of incrementally increased. Yeah.
And then it was 3, and then because of
Ooh.
COVID, they brought it to 5. And also now there's a concussion sub too. So if you have a player that gets hit in the head and they go into concussion protocol, they can get. Ooh,
Yep. Yeah. It's going to
Sinclair's
go to
calling
video
for a
review.
penalty there.
Yeah. Well, they went to a video review.
Vamos a ver el VAR. Yeah. VAR.
Right.
Which
I'm going
is
to take this opportunity. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back.
Yeah, video assistant review. Hello. Okay, let's see. Is that a penalty for Canada? Let us know what you think in the chat. And if it is a penalty for Canada, then ref is now going to the screen. I'm for sure Sinclair's going to take it. Does she get her 6th World Cup goal? All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's a penalty. That's for sure a penalty. Yep. Stepped on, not going. Ball is already out. That's a penalty. Let's see what the ref decides, but okay, let's see. What's the decision? Penalty. Okay, Canada. Pobrecita Ortega. You stepped on her foot, yeah. Yeah. If you're Nigeria, you got to feel crushed with that because they've been keeping them to 0-0. So let's see. If Sinclair scores this, she'll be the first person to ever score in 6 World Cups. Yeah. And as they're saying here on the broadcast, yeah, the greatest goal scorer in international soccer. No other person has scored more goals for their team than Christine Sinclair.
Here you go.
She's about to score. Let's see. Does she make history here? Ooh, saved.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ooh, that was
foot, and then even like the second arm blocked it even further.
If you are Nigeria, you are feeling so good right now.
Yeah. You're getting a little bit more moxie and juice right now, for sure.
Yeah. One thing is when a penalty gets saved by your goalkeeper, I don't know what it is about that, but it really just brings like the level up so much that now for Nigeria, they're gonna probably go full out. This is my guess here.
Yeah.
They're gonna go full out. They got the confidence now
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
save.
Get reinvigorated.
Right.
But that could also,
Now let's see
that
how
can't
Canada
you
recovers
can
from
have
that.
that lead to arrogance. Sorry.
Yeah.
What you kind of tip the other
Making
side of the
mistakes.
scale where it's like,
Yeah.
don't get too cocky.
Yeah.
You remember who you're going against. But yeah.
Yeah. So see how Canada recovers. Let's see what does Nigeria open up to. Ooh, she just
Yeah. That's where it was like something, but I'm like, well, don't get too cocky. Start pushing around and
yeah. Wow.
But yeah, what a save. Absolutely incredible. And I'm not sure what the odds statistically are as far as your chances of winning a penalty kick like that, but
they're very high. They're like 70, 80%.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 60
Brennan.
40 or something just by gut. Hey, Brennan Marr. Good to see you, brother.
But yeah, it's very rare to save a penalty kick.
Yeah, I mean, because you literally have your back against the wall, and that's a pretty big wall to cover.
Yeah.
So there's a pretty wide margin of error.
Yeah.
And you got to try to anticipate. And yeah, I mean,
the goalkeeper timed it right. She went to the correct side. And for Christine Sinclair, she didn't kick that with a lot of power.
Yeah.
Which usually when you're kicking a penalty kick, like you want to hit the crap out of that ball. You want to hit it with so much power that even if the goalkeeper does get their hand on it,
it breaks their hand off.
breaks their hand off and goes in. Which happens. That's
well,
even sometimes the goalkeeper picks the correct side, actually gets their hand on the ball, and it's just not enough because you kicked that ball with everything in your power.
Yeah, because if you're diving, you don't have leverage. I mean,
all
this is a hinge. So I mean, you got to have some arm strength and such. But and if they show that replay later on, what you'll see, she actually blocks with her left closer to the ground, and it pops up. And then as she's bringing her right hand through, it hits again on the forearm. So it's actually just kind of what you're saying. I mean, there was enough power that it went past that first. But luckily just kind of with the form and the way she fell, she got that second block in, and that made the difference. And then the heads up play to bat it like straight out of bounds. Yeah, great.
Yeah, because usually when you save a penalty, you feel great, but you got to get your ass back up because that person now can run up and try to score off of the. It's kind of rebound, like, in basketball when you're like shooting free throws and you miss the second free throw.
Yeah.
It's
you
gotta try to get that rebound. Yeah.
You don't get to sit in pity or I mean, if it bounces up, I mean, if you're not ready. I was gonna say, kind of like a block, really, with NBA.
Yeah.
You block it. Oh yeah, man, what's up? And then the ball's gonna go somewhere. And if it's not in your hands or your teammates' hands, it's gonna be them. And then if you're not ready, and you're taking a moment to feel yourself and enjoy it, remember you're getting right back up on top of you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Had to come back for that. I'm trying to double task and get some laundry done. So
nice.
Be right back.
Gotta have clean clothes.
Hey, you guys to. And I just washed dog towels, dog blankets. So now I got to clean the crap out of the tub as far as the wash tub. And so that's fun. Love your dog.
Let's see what. Yeah, that's a foul. Nigeria being a little feisty right now. They fouling a lot. And it's a dangerous spot for Canada right now. A free kick outside the box. Probably not too happy with that kick, but Leon. You can see, yeah, she's trying to score there, but doesn't get it. Need to kick that a little farther. I really like the color scheme for this World Cup. The colors that they're using for the banners and everything. Ooh, okay, keeping it in. Good job, Canada. Keeping that ball in play. Ooh. That was kicked with some power. Ooh, not a good pass, but a good block there. Saved herself there for the Nigerian side. So, Brennan, if you're still watching, how'd your day go today? Ooh, come on, you're trying. You're trying for a foul there. You slipped. Which we've seen some Canadians slip. I haven't really seen many Nigerians slip and fall that much. I wonder what the pitch quality is like. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see here. Oh, she was grabbed. Never mind. Yeah, no, that was a foul. It looked like she just slipped. She falls on her arm. I wonder where. Let's see. Showing this penalty kick again. Yeah, I'm gonna say Christine Sinclair didn't hit it with that much power. She could have kicked, and the goalkeeper just chose correctly. And yeah, the it going back up, her right arm was in the right place at the right time, as Tishka was saying, to give that second block. But I would have liked a little bit more power from Christine Sinclair looked like she kind of opened up her body a little bit to kick the ball. Still on target, though, which is a good thing. Leon for Canada also has cake. Go kick.
All right.
Yeah, they re-showed the penalty kick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heard you comment on that.
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. Okay. Now, is that the only shot she's had on goal, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So her she opened up her body a little bit, and it didn't allow for as much power to be behind the kick.
Right.
But Nigeria was very lucky that her right hand with the block, the second block.
Right.
Because if that hand was just slightly off, that was going in goal.
Yeah, it was going to bounce over. And at first, I thought her in live action, I thought her foot. I thought it bounced and her foot saved it, and I was like, oh, even more incredible.
Right.
But yeah. Hey, but that's, I mean, luck is just opportunity and preparation meeting. Yeah, I wasn't sure if whenever kind of heard you commenting, I wasn't sure if she took another goal or shot on, and then, well, my concern was, okay, are they maybe forcing it,
another substitute, Leon coming off for Vines or Veins or. Ooh. I was saying, I don't know if you heard it while you were gone. I was like, Leon also has cake.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I saw Leon 19. I'm like, let's see some other images. Cake. That girl bakes, baby. That girl bakes. That's what it is. That's what I'm going to start doing. Hey, she bakes. I don't know. That could be taken out of context and just seem sexist, too.
I mean, it
men bake as well.
When we watch the men's, if you say he bakes, then
he bakes.
You're an equal opportunity.
Exactly.
Bakers.
Equal opportunity offender. Yeah.
Get back in the kitchen and bake.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, get back in the garage and work on a car. You're just say the stereotypical things, but just use it in a condemning way.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I was in college, my friend and I, we decided that because a few times when we've walked down the street, we'd get catcalled. So we were like, we're going to catcall men. We're going to do a fun little experiment. Because she drove a truck. So I was like, this is going to be like ooh, nice save. But also kicked right at the goalkeeper. But so we drove around in her truck and yelled out the window, like, and we're catcalling men. And it was the faces that these men had, like, what?
Yeah.
Although, like, a few of them were like, yeah.
Right. Hey, it makes you feel good. All right. I mean, I know I'm not trying to explain away any sexist behavior that other people have done, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to feel wanted and appreciated.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, "Man, which one you cat calling me? Oh, hey, thank you.
There's
I do bake. I do bake. Hey, baby, do you bake? Yeah, cookies.
There's this one, like I was watching a video and this girl was talking about how she sold like an iPad or an iPhone to a guy, and that she gave him a little bit of a discount because he said that he was gonna get it for his girlfriend's birthday. And then since he had her number, then he tried to hit her up.
Oh,
And they
man.
were, and then the guys that
And
she
full
was
price.
doing like the podcast with was like, that's disgusting. But did you go, I still got it?
Right. Or also, my question would be, did you turn around and charge them full price?
You're right.
Like, oh, yeah, sorry, sir, that transaction didn't go through just yet.
Yeah.
Just 20%. But hey, polygamy is a growing trend, so yeah, I guess more power to you.
Yeah, we're 67 minutes in and it's still 0-0. And
yeah,
Nigeria should be happy about that.
Mm-hmm. They're still, I mean, the last shot was a little pretty high, but still getting some shots in and applying some pressure. I don't know what her old girl was doing on that one.
And it's nice to see that like these stadiums look full for the women's game, which have not always been the case in the past. That you have legitimately people just wanting to see the sport. Doesn't matter what gender is playing.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see them keep playing, you got to pay. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, your dollar is worth more than your vote in some regards. And if you want to see the things that you enjoy in life, you got to pay for it. You got to support it.
They were showing what countries paid for the most tickets for games. USA #1.
Hey, there we go. And speaking of paying, I do need to send you some money for my ticket. Yeah.
But weirdly enough, Qatar was on the list for top 10 countries that paid, and they're not in this World Cup.
Well, I mean, Qatar's an interesting place. I mean, they're buying their own, golf outing, and
that's Saudi Arabia
or Saudi, yeah. But I mean, with Qatar though, it's United Emirates, but there's still a lot of oil money there and such. But.
It looks like Schmidt is gonna come in for Canada. Cool hair.
Right, yeah.
That they keep showing the pen over and over again. You just feel bad. Yeah, see that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if you notice, she opens up her body a little bit before she kicks.
And she's coming in for Sinclair. Substitution.
So Schmidt and I'm guessing Chapman, but her hair's in the way of her. She's like, I'm 40 years old. I can't go the full 90.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I didn't see the number for the second player going out.
It's Riviere.
Riviere, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so number 8.
Stop ambling spell. What is this sports thing? It is the Nigerian women versus the Canadian women in the Women's World Cup. That is what we are watching.
Yeah, man, you can watch it on live on foxsports.com and use Soul's Xfinity login so you can watch it. Because if you have Dish like myself, you're not going to be allowed to watch it because of contracts for some reason.
And currently, right now, it's 0-0, 0-0. Canada missed a penalty.
Yeah, but they're on
Christine
the attack,
Sinclair making history just by being on the pitch.
right?
Six World Cup. But, ooh, I wonder if they're going to do VAR for that because Canada's calling for a handball, which would mean another penalty if they award it. But
I think we're right with each other. 71, like 55.
71-33?
No, I'm at 59. Okay.
Are they doing VAR?
They showed a replay, but now Nigeria is doing a substitution.
Ooh, calling for handball. I mean, she did have her hands behind her back, but then it did kind of come out like this. Handball can be tricky in a sense of like, it's not a handball if you're not extending your body. So if your hands are close inside the frame, and a lot of times you'll see defenders putting their hands behind their backs to avoid a handball, which you saw that she did that, but then she also kind of went out like this. Now, is that extending? That's the argument.
Right.
Yeah. So some people would call that a handball, some wouldn't. Obviously, VAR decided not to interfere in that, to say, hey, you missed something here. Because that's pretty much what VAR is for. It's a video assistant referee. So
it's referee, not replay. Okay.
Yeah, video assistant referee. So you have someone there basically watching the game on the screen. And if they see something or they think that the ref on the field made a wrong call when it comes to like a red card or a penalty, because they all have like headphones in and are able to communicate, they'll be like, hey, we saw something on the screen. We would like you to look at it, kind of thing. And at the end of the day, it's the ref on the field that makes the decision. But the video assistant referee could be like, hey, we want you to go to the screen to look at something. And make a decision.
Video assistance needed for that holding call.
Yeah.
I mean, grabbing at the hip and, pulling. I mean, that's an obvious, egregious penalty. And gives Nigeria a free kick.
Yeah, free kick and a dangerous spot.
Yeah, right. Because, this is the spot where you can bend it.
Like
get
Beckham?
A little bit of that arch and, go for that top. Yeah, like Beckham. And, go for that top right corner.
Making the joke there. Evelyn Soul has to remember to send you an email.
Oh, God.
Okay, something happened. I guess barely misses is what I'm going to suggest by your face.
It's the follow-up.
Okay, let's see what.
Nigerian player falls to the ground. Yeah.
Great defending by Canada.
And Nigeria, because she kicked it right at her teammate, and it looked like it kind of hit forearm. I mean, of course, she's on the ground, so
Yeah.
Really call, but
the Nigerian handballed herself. On the ground. But yeah, okay, corner kick for Nigeria. But yeah, great defending by Canada there.
Wow, this is this is a good play right here.
Ooh, good punch from the goalkeeper. Ooh, nice back kick there. What's so funny, on men or women's side when you see a player go down and then like, oh, she's actually hurt.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
But when you see a player go down and when they're not hurt,
Yeah.
and they like they notice that they're not going to get called for the foul, so then they just get back up and walk normally, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, she limps a little bit.
Yeah,
This
but she-
inbound. Or have you seen the inbound yet?
ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Soul. Or sorry, I said Soul. Ambling Soul.
Ambling
yeah,
Soul.
yeah, Cheryl. Yeah, send that to me.
What is Ambling Soul now Soul 2? Because remember when I was
know.
Cheryl?
I looked and I saw
Remember when I was
Soul.
Cheryl too?
Yeah.
Where
Not at all.
everyone was. What was your Cheryl title? Were
I
you
don't
just native
know.
Cheryl?
Right, probably. I
Because
really
like
can't remember.
Sean was Black Cheryl, and
We'll take over. There we go.
and
Well, hey, you two are the matriarch, so that's a good takeover.
yeah.
Yeah, that inbounds.
Yeah.
Come
For a
on.
while,
You
yeah,
can't be
for a
making that
while on
mistake.
for a while on the Discord, I even put my name as Cheryl number 2.
Yeah.
I won't go see Barbie this weekend. Sad
No.
face. I am going to be a participant of Barbenheimer.
Hey, there we go.
On
You got a shirt? You got a shirt made?
I did not get a shirt, although Jesse
Yeah.
does. Did you see Jesse had a shirt?
I heard he got one ordered. I hadn't seen it yet.
Well,
Okay.
On Twitter, he's wearing it, and it's actually pretty cool. And I'm like, low key want one.
Right.
I'm going on Saturday morning. I'm gonna see Barbie at. No, I'm gonna see Oppenheimer at 10:30 a.m., which means I get out of the theater at 1:30.
Yeah.
And then
Big
I'll
full day.
drive up to celebrate my niece's birthday. And
Oh,
then
so you have a halftime event.
I have a halftime event. Yeah.
Nice.
And then
yeah, that's cool though. Yeah.
And then at 10:45 p.m., so 12 hours and 15 minutes
Yeah.
later,
Oh man.
I'll be watching Barbie.
Well, heck yeah. There you go.
I'm taking a train to New York City tomorrow morning and won't get back till technically Monday early morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a full week of myself.
Excuses.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, I'd have to drive an hour and a half to make it worthwhile. You know,
I mean,
just
2
to get to a good
movies, 5
theater.
hours.
Huh?
I said 2 movies, 5 hours.
Yeah,
'Cause
and then,
Oppenheimer is
3 hours
3.
of driving, and yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, well, fortunately too. I mean, won't be able to see it, but I've got a couple of gigs actually Saturday night. So you know, with our county, we made national news a while back because of inappropriate comments made by the sheriff, county commissioners, things of that nature, and so we're having a unity event there.
Mm.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, it's man, they're taking shots.
I mean,
Dang,
yeah,
shooting
it's they're getting to the 80th minute now.
Mhm.
It's like we got 10 minutes left of regulation.
Yeah, both of them ratcheting it up a bit and
Yeah.
playing a little bit
what a
tighter and
nice
faster.
kick! What a nice save by the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
The defender. Oh, but it was also offsides. So
that's what I was looking at because I was thinking it was technically offsides, but I also didn't see.
Oh yeah,
at
that's
the point of the kick, where they were.
Yeah, that was offsides, definitely. Yeah. And you can see the Canadian player there look at the sideline ref and be like,
right?
You need to call that.
Yeah, where's it at?
Doesn't. You see the defender does not make it in time, but still a great save by the goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Here's a quick stat. Shots on is 10 Nigeria, 11 for Canada. It just changed on me, but possession 48% in favor of Canada. But yeah, we're gonna have a unity event, and I know the mayor and other people asked me to kind of be there because trying to get representation from everybody.
Nigeria, 13 fouls.
We good. Oh, he's that? Yeah. I missed the foul one. So what was that comparison between them and Canada? Canada 3,
like
Nigeria
4.
13. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, pretty big gap there.
No, because when after that save, Nigeria got a little saucy.
Yeah, they did. And even right before, they've been playing pretty tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not sure with a lot of these, if it's just kind of like holding with the NFL, where it happens pretty much every play. It's just if it's seen or if it's called. But yeah, definitely some of them are very much obvious penalties.
Yeah. Or obvious
substitution.
Yeah, okay,
Prince coming in.
Prince coming in, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see who she.
Grosso?
Yeah, Grosso, number 7. Yeah.
What an unfortunate last name.
Right? Yeah. Hey, I've got people that I know and love that last name's Gross. Yeah. But they are not gross people. They were awesome.
I was like,
holy God. Okay. You're gonna see the shot, but whenever it pans out from the ref and the Nigerian player of the corner kick, both of them look like they're 12. I'm just saying. They both look.
What's funny too is like a lot of these women are very short too when they play.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer players in general are when you actually, because like when you see a oh wow.
Yeah, right.
When like you see a basketball player up close
yes,
or a football player and you're like, holy shit, this person is either huge this way or huge like
both
muscle.
Ways. Yeah.
When you are standing next to a soccer player, you're like, you're just a dude.
You're right. Yeah, you're average height. Yeah.
No. So like Stefanelli had a red card and they were doing an event for like the people who had season tickets for Inter Miami. And so right before one of the games, so he was just there chilling with everyone. I'm a head taller than him.
Yeah.
And like standing next to him, like the only thing is that like he has bigger legs than me because football players, their legs, their soccer players, their legs. But
yeah,
other than
and
that,
cake
like
too, legs and cake.
Legs and cake. Other than that, like his stature, like if I didn't know he was an athlete, they just look like normal dudes.
Yeah.
Like and a lot of them just short normal dudes.
Yeah. Got stout legs, and it's like, okay, well, you could work out. You could be a soccer player just for fun. Doesn't scream professional athlete.
Yeah.
Basketball, and then even like super tall guys, you see them, and you're like, you should have played basketball if you didn't.
Yeah. When I was in college, we got these 2 British guys that were over 7 feet tall that played basketball for my for WKU, and I was in the line at Subway and like I didn't know the guy was behind me and he accidentally like shoved me like it wasn't and he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, love. And then I turn around and I'm like, hi. Because like I'm not short for a woman. I'm 5'9", but this guy was like 7'2".
Yeah. Interesting sequence. Shot on, and Nigeria almost scored on himself.
Well, it was right towards the goalkeeper too.
Yeah. I mean, did the right thing, pull the hands back, just chested it. But yeah, in the heat of it, it was like, oh no, is she gonna try?
Yeah.
Trying to handball.
But you can see that she didn't do that much power on it. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely pulled back, been the right choice, but Yeah. Earlier, they looked like there could have been a possible handball. Oof. Okay. More shots on. Nigerian goalie's definitely getting her pay for sure with this game.
And even on the women's side, the Nigerian goalie's short for a goalie. Typically, the goalie is the tallest person on the team.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And even on the women's side, even if there's, because like on the men's side, you want your goalie over 6 feet. You want them to be 6'2" at least, right? On the women's side, you'll see a lot of like goalies are 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Chiamaka Cynthia Madozi is 5'11". So that's the goalkeeper. Apologize if I butchered the pronunciation, but definitely want to give respect and at least attempt it. Instead of saying that person or that number.
That chicken yellow.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That was some nice passing by Nigeria and a nice tackle by Canada that happened. One thing I can respect Nigeria here. They're the underdog in this match, but they're not playing like an underdog. They're playing like an equal.
Oh, man. And yeah, mistakes being made on both sides. Some good shots on, but just nothing landing. So with the game right now, right at 88 minutes for myself, but how much stoppage do you think they're going to kind of have?
Probably 2 or 3 minutes. My guess.
I was thinking like 5 for some reason. Maybe just, I don't know.
I don't think it would be that much. There wasn't that much pause in game.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah. Some of it, like I was saying before that I've seen it more on the Nigerian side, but I've seen a few slips from Canadians. I'm wondering like what the quality of the pitch is. Yeah. Because there is some like no contact slips that are happening.
Yeah, probably one's happening right now. It happened for me a little bit earlier. It just looked like a really clean tackle, though, or just good foot movement. But yeah, quite a bit of sliding. That was no. One that should be sliding here soon, falling down, and arms in the air. Don't get anything. Okay, I'm gonna get right back up and go play. Oof.
Slip by Nigeria there. The Canadian in the middle was calling for the ball, and they're like, nah. And crossed in. Nope.
Yep. Well, good effort by Huatima, number 9.
Yeah, number 9.
Yep. While she's on the ground, looks like she bakes.
I mean, a lot of people can look like they're baking when they're
right, laying down
flat.
And gravity's working with them.
Yeah. There's only very few rare people that don't. I'm not gonna name names or put anything. But there was a person that I visited that I was a little sad that they did not bake.
Oh man. When was this?
That would give away too much at the
live. Well, like I never claimed to bake.
No, it's not you.
Yeah.
Josh does not bake.
Yeah, right. No, not at all.
But we assumed that before ever meeting him in person.
Well, here we go, Peach. I'm gonna try Peach out today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tushka bakes a little bit.
I used to, for sure. I baked in the military. I really did. I did.
So you can bring the baking back.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm bringing bacon back. Yep.
The person I'm referring to, I don't think he could bake even if he tried.
Oh, Lordy. I'm seeing +8.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's maybe they're like, we're gonna follow the men's World Cup. I don't know how many of the games that you watch, but like there was +10, +12 minutes.
Yeah.
Stoppage time. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and how much do you think that is, kind of like the competition factor, not necessarily the statistical stop of the clock, but kind of like, we'll embellish it a little bit, give more time, because ultimately everybody wants a decision.
Yeah.
Typically,
the referee though is supposed to keep it to what do they think has like. Because the clock doesn't stop when like they stop to check for someone that maybe they got a concussion or maybe they fell down or maybe
but let's not act like FIFA, or the NFL or any of them have a little bit of commercial or corporate influence.
And there's times
we go 8 minutes, we can get another 2 rounds of commercials, which means another $500,000 or whatever. Yeah.
Although there's times too when you're like, that should have been like 5 or 6 minutes easily, and like you see 2 minutes, and you're like, what?
Yeah, and especially whenever it favors one side.
Yeah. Pass there.
All right.
Canada's kind of just playing the cross-in game where they're just getting someone to try to cross a ball in. Very American of them on the men's side.
Come in play, yeah. I mean, is it just being patient? I mean, just, kind of trying to find the right spot instead of just forcing it, or?
Well, one thing with like crosses is you're most goal dangerous when you're going through the middle or when you're trying to. A lot of times to go on the side and just lump a cross over, that's kind of like a last ditch effort. We just need to try to get the ball into a dangerous area.
Yeah. What about that shot on for you?
It was on outside of the goal. I don't even know if. Let's see here. Did it catch the inside of the? No, it looked like it catched the outside of the post there. The commentator was like, it looks like it catched the inside of the post. And I was like, no, it looks like outside.
Yeah, I thought the goalie stopped right before.
Yeah.
And then they got to the corner kick. Oof. Number 9's feet are getting a little bit loose. Just kind of doing some like reverse kind of back kicks, trying to get the ball, and
good punch by the goalie on there. But yeah.
Yeah, on the
so she kick. Grabbed her stomach too. But then she's like, I'm okay. You got like
for
3
me,
minutes
I'd
left.
have to be checking my breathing. I'd be hella exhausted right now. Because they're definitely not giving the Nigeria goalie any time to rest.
No. Hey, but credit to her. She's been able to make
killing it.
She made the most important save of the game, which was a penalty.
Yeah.
Did luck play a factor a little bit in it? Yeah, but she picked the right side. So
yeah.
If the goal would have went in, then you would say that was unlucky because she picked the right side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That happens in sports all the time. Not only do you need to be good, but you also need a little bit of luck on your side. And so far, that's what the Nigerian goalkeeper has been, is both good and lucky.
Yeah, and with that, we're at 96 minutes. Got 2 minutes left.
And we'll say to the
possible red card check.
Oh, it says, I'm seeing yellow on Abiodun.
Oh, ooh,
Is that a red card check?
yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'm seeing
it's cleats right in the ankle. I mean, my ankle hurts looking at that.
Check possible red. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see it here soon enough.
Which, if you get a red card,
I'll share.
Ooh, yeah, ankle.
Yeah, we should start doing that with the live ones. Maybe just share the replays or something.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get flagged, and also I'm not expecting YouTube to pay us any money for anything.
Right. Yeah, that looks like a red there, which is bad for Nigeria because then they go down to 10 men, 10 women, but then that player doesn't play the next game. They're suspended for the next game.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep, red card.
It was Lawrence that was the when they got stepped on her left ankle. I'm going to stop now. I missed the replay, but at least it's crap. I meant to hide it. That way I could just easily bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go. I'm just going to remove.
So yeah, Nigeria down to 10 players. And yeah, the Canadian is limping a little bit, but I mean.
All right. So with that red card, that doesn't add anything, right?
So when it gets to the 98th minute, the ref will probably add a few extra minutes in there because the game doesn't end until the ref blows their whistle. So technically they could say there's 8 minutes left, but the ref could have it keep going forever until she blows her whistle on a technicality. Not that would happen. Ooh.
Lord mercy.
But yeah, look. Throw for Canada here.
Yeah, they're really not calling anything right now.
Because of that, the check for, I'm assuming at least a minute, maybe 2 minutes more.
Well, they just gave a yellow card to Vines.
Got numbers in the box. The late challenge there. Another step.
She stepped on foot, so
Ohale has been tremendous.
They gave her one. $90, 10 seconds are still going.
It sounded like the way they pronounced her name was Viens.
Okay.
But because they said, it sounded like they said Evelyn Viens. But I don't know if that's correct.
Right, yeah, hey, I mean, yeah, I've been trying to listen for it, but yeah, I didn't catch it.
Probably it.
Yeah, just clear it, y'all. Clear it. Call it. Wow. So though not a true win, that's a win for Nigeria. I mean, that's
that's
huge confidence boost right there.
There are, when you tie, there's good ties and there's bad ties in football, and that was a good tie for Nigeria.
Yeah. Yeah, really was.
So you see the goalkeeper like cheering.
Oh yeah. I was hoping they were going to go back to her, and I was going to put her on screen. Now kind of seeing if they're going to put any replays or anything like that, but
Nigeria kept
in their next game. The
would
advance to the knockout stage.
the Olympic winners
had a chance to make
to a
history by
0-0.
becoming the first
Yeah.
player to score in 6 World Cups.
Huge, right there. MVP.
Game's greatest
Has
scorer
to be.
denied
I
from
mean,
the
I know
spot
they probably don't
early
give that for
in
each
the
game,
second
but
half. The Americans
No,
begin
they do.
their
They give
crown on Friday against Vietnam. More on
like some kind of accolade or something, or
yeah, no, they
recognition.
do. They
Player of the
give
game, probably. Maybe
best player of the match.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was definitely thrilling for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, missed out a little bit on history there, but maybe.
Right. And the more that it doesn't happen, my concern just for Canada is that that they get into a position where they're forcing it. I mean, you want history to happen, but at the same time, you can't compromise, good shots or, a win just so you can have a certain person score. It's happened in the past where, this person needs, a certain amount of receptions, and you can tell they're just forcing it to them, and the defense knows that. The opponents know that.
Yeah.
So then they're able to, better strategize against it.
All right. Yeah. So right now, for Group B, we have Australia in the lead, Canada and Nigeria tied at second, and Republic of Ireland right at the bottom. The girls in green.
People, come on, girls. Hi, come on, lasses.
I think that's
pull up your bootstraps and get it done.
I think it's the girls in green or the gals in green, something like that.
Gals in green?
Is their nickname.
Okay. Hi, the gals in green. That's an interesting Nike commercial.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're seeing the same one. What the football?
They were Fox put out a picture. It was asking who has the best
cake.
No, which team has the best nickname? And then on Canada, it said no official nickname, and people were like, Canada, hands down, because they were the only ones without a nickname for their team.
Yeah, the no official nickname is the best one.
Yeah.
So many ironic votes. I love it.
Let's see. Women's World Cup team nicknames.
Yeah. So stat-wise, Canada had 16 shots to Nigeria's 11. Shots on target was 3 for Canada to Nigeria's 1. Time of possession was 68% in favor of Canada. 450 passes versus Nigeria's 213. If I can talk.
So
yeah, pass accuracy is 80% for Canada.
So it's girls in green.
Girls in green. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. But Nigeria are the Super Falcons.
Yeah, I did see. I think the coach on the back of his jacket. Yeah,
and we're all.
Yeah, but yes, I mean, big difference. 16 versus 6 fouls for sure. Yeah, nice.
And then
no official nickname. You guys win.
They put Stars and Stripes, which is one of our nicknames, but typically no one calls our team the Stars and Stripes. It's technically a nickname, but no one uses them.
Right.
My favorite is the Copper Queens, which that's Zambia. I would out of this list, which one would you say is your favorite nickname? Looking at it.
Well, the first 3 I definitely not sure exactly what's referring to, other than the Matildas.
The Matildas is Australia.
Yeah.
And then Las Cafeteras, the coffee drinkers, the coffee makers.
It's pretty dope. Banana. Not sure what that, it's in reference to or translates to, but Copper Queens, Super Falcons,
Golden Star Woman
and Girls
Warriors.
in Green. Those are Yeah. So those are my three: girls in green, Copper Queens, and crap. Where'd they go?
I kind of like
Super Falcons. Yeah.
Banyana, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then the Atlas Lioness. I like that.
Lionesses. Yeah.
Because that's Morocco, and the men's team is known as the Atlas Lions.
Yeah.
You got just like
Sweden.
for England's men are known as the Three Lions, and then the women are known as the Lioness.
Oh, that's England's?
England, the Lionesses.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what Nadeshiko means for Japan.
Right. Sounds cool though.
And then the Taeguk ladies for Korea.
It's like, yeah, what you up to tonight? Nadeshiko, man.
Nadeshiko. For Panama, the men are known as Los Canaleros and the women Las Canaleras, which because of the canal.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. So did they? Yeah. So that was a day ago on Twitter. So go vote. Do we know what the results, or at least the current results, are for that one?
Let's see.
And what's the over under? I'm gonna put some money on it.
People are just putting what they like at the bottom. Okay, so
yeah,
Mills RX. Shout out Mills RX. Put the reggae
certified.
Girls. Yeah, Les Blues, Nadeshiko, Las Canaleras, and La Albicelestes as their top 5.
Yeah.
Where's El Tree? That's Mexico. That's funny. Canada will take some beating. Let's see. Show more. What are?
Yeah, so nothing.
Missed the opportunity to call it reggae gals. No official nickname is funny, but the Copper Queens is cool sounding. I agree. I don't know how I feel that Colombians are called the coffee makers.
Oh wait, which one is theirs?
Theirs is Las Cafeteras.
Cafeteras.
I think they're also the other nickname that they have is the Powerpuff Girls, but in Spanish.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that wins.
And,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Bubbles and Blossom. Come on now. Awesome.
But yeah, that was a fun match. Congratulations to Nigeria and Canada, but congratulations to Nigeria there. That's a big tie for them. And, your final thoughts for the match?
I mean, for Nigeria to be able to come into it with all the hype leaning towards Canada, and honestly, probably a lot of people cheering for Canada just for the reason. I mean, wanting to see Sinclair make history, and and for the player of the match to be the goalkeeper, which is an incredible job while under pressure nearly the whole night.
It
was
day for them.
Huh? Well, yeah. But no, that was awesome. Thank you for kind of let me hang out and kind of join the ride and be stupid and not know everything, all the intricacies and details. So appreciate you helping me out with that.
I don't know all the intricacies and details either.
Well, you're ahead of the curve from me, so appreciate the heads up.
The next game, because they were like later today, goes the next game is 1 a.m. Eastern, midnight for you, Philippines versus Switzerland.
Yeah.
And then at 3:30 a.m. Eastern, 2:30 Central, Spain versus Costa Rica.
Hey, there we go.
But then
who do you got in that one? I mean, I know you're Cuban, but
Spain.
Spain, okay.
Yeah,
just because you're following your boss. Want your boss and your coworkers be happy?
Spain has a good team, although some Spanish players are not playing because they boycotted their federation, so they're just not going to the World Cup. But yeah, outside of the U.S. and Canada, CONCACAF is not very strong on the women's side, which Costa Rica is part of CONCACAF. So, yeah, Spain is the better side on that. And then 9 p.m. tomorrow, or 8 p.m. your time, United States, Vietnam.
Yes. Go Vietnam. I mean, United States. Go to United States. Sorry. Yeah. You guys won the last one. We need to win this one. Last one meaning the war that we did. That was not a draw in our favor. Yeah, I'm excited. You know what I really want to do now?
What?
Is even though there's some games already started, we need to put together a little bit of like, who we think each group is going to make it in. So do preliminary bracket, and then whenever it gets decided, we do another bracket and try to figure it out. And see who can win. Maybe we get some people in the Discord or some other channels kind of play along and see who wins the bracket challenges.
Let's go now, just quick with you not knowing anything.
Let's go. Well, so, U.S. for sure for Group E.
Okay, you got to pick. So you got to pick your top 2 of each group.
All right, let me pull that up, and we actually have. I put it at one of these pictures. It's going to cover us up, but
yeah, I'll share screen instead of
you got yours up. Okay. There we go.
All right. So let me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I would cheer for New Zealand. So they're hosting, but they're not in their own group.
They're
or is it? Oh, they are? Okay.
It's in Australia. New Zealand is the are the hosts. So New Zealand's in New Zealand, and Australia's in Australia. So group, I told you who I'm cheering for, but Group A, who do you think's coming out?
Yeah, I mean, I want to go New Zealand. That's who I'm going to cheer for.
You got to pick 2 of. Who's your second?
Oh, right, yeah, because you got your A1 and C2. Okay. Man, let's go Philippines. Gonna cheer for the the West Indies area, so, Pacific Islanders. Let's go.
Norway lost, which was huge for New Zealand. If it was before, I would say Norway, Switzerland. It might still be Norway, Switzerland, but it might be New Zealand, Switzerland. So we'll see. Group B.
I mean, there is something said for home turf for sure. I mean, they probably get to go home at night. They don't have to maybe stay at hotels or like they have a little bit.
I think they're still staying at a hotel, yeah.
Right, but they get a little bit of a balance, more of a balance than everybody else.
They get people in the stands cheering for them, yeah.
Yeah. I would say Australia and Canada, but Nigeria though. I'm excited to kind of see what they do against their next opponent.
I also say Australia and Canada. Australia also has one of the best players in Sam Kerr.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you mentioned her.
Who is also dating one of the women's players on the U.S., Kristen Lewis.
Yeah.
So when the U.S. roster came out, Sam Kerr put on her Instagram, like, "Baby, I'm so proud of you. This is the last day I'm cheering for you."
Right. Yeah, it's going to be wild.
Yeah. Because love you, but we are now enemies. Now,
man. Yeah.
Group C.
Oh, I'm going to say Japan and Spain.
I will also say Japan and Spain.
Okay.
Although I would like to see Zambia. Zambia did beat Germany in a friendly right before this. So it'd be cool if Zambia made a few splashes. But I would also say Japan and Spain.
Yeah. I'm picking Spain in support of your company, who is Spanish-based. And then I mean, who doesn't love Japan? I mean, the culture, the lore. I mean, yeah.
Now, Group D.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm saying,
never going to for China, but
China.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't like cheering for. I'm gonna go Denmark and Haiti just so I don't have to cheer for China or England.
Because hashtag Boggs beef.
yeah, Boggs beef and China beef.
I think England's going to top the group. I think it's in England and Denmark.
Yeah.
There. Now, Group E, I'm just going to say right off the top, it's
Mhm.
going to be the finals of the last Women's World Cup, U.S. Netherlands.
Right? Yeah. If I didn't know, that kind of going in, I probably would have, jokingly kind of picked, Portugal or Vietnam, just not really knowing. But yeah. I mean, if that's who played last year in the finals, yeah, you got to put them in there.
Yeah, and
Also,
I'm unsure with Vietnam, but Portugal, this is their first World Cup that they've made it to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck, Portugal. Get it done.
Now, Group F, right there,
yeah.
those two.
Yeah, right.
Brazil and
Definitely
France.
Brazil. I mean, it seems like they're always in the mix.
Brazil.
But
They have Marta.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They got Marta. So we're cheering for Marta to score some more in the World Cups.
Yeah. So that way they can be better than Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm going to go Brazil and Panama just so I can, scream Panama.
I'm going with Las Galeras. Okay, you're going with the U.S. dollar there because Panama uses U.S. dollars.
Yeah. Got to keep it in the family, man. Let's go with the same currency.
All right, Group G.
Oh, man, right? Gut just kind of, I guess, Argentina and Italy. I'm not sure how good Swedes or South Africa is. I mean, South Africa, I feel like they could probably pull from a wide range of players, kind of with that region. But
I think Italy's going to top the group. Argentina on the women's side are not as good.
Oh, I'm cheering for Argentina because we had a viewer from Argentina.
Oh, there you go. I think it's we'll cheer for Argentina, but I think it's going to be Italy. I think it's going to be Italy, and then it's a toss-up between South Africa and Sweden.
Okay.
So let's go with South Africa. Why not?
I like it.
Okay, Group H.
Oh, man.
There is one former two-time World Cup winners. Yeah. I told you earlier in the stream. Do you remember?
I don't, but I'm guessing Germany.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna ever cheer for Germany. I'm still butthurt about World War II. Let's go Colombia and let's go South Korea. Get some love from our Korean sisters there.
So I think Germany's going to top the group. And I'm going to go Morocco because I don't know how much you saw with the World Cup for the men's side. Morocco were kind of the Cinderella story. They didn't make it to the end. But on the men's side, they became one of those teams that you just started cheering for.
Right. Yeah.
Because they were the underdogs, and also every Arab and African that I knew was cheering for Morocco because by the end they were the only Arab/African team that was still in the mix.
Yeah.
And I don't know, from just being excited to watch the Moroccan men play, I want to feel that for the women. So I'm going to, out of feeling, I'm going to go Germany, Morocco.
And momentum is a real thing.
Yeah.
So, that can spill over into, other.
I mean, you see the men do well, you're like,
sports, before.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Right. Yeah. Well, just like, referencing sports with Kansas City, everybody was feeding off of the energy from the previous winner. And everybody was in support of each other, and it just really kind of snowballed. So, yeah, that could be very true with them as far as, having that energy carry over from the men's into the women's for this tournament. And I like it.
So
I like it. There's good.
If you're watching on the replay on YouTube, let us know in the comments. Who do you think? Who are the top two that are going to make it out of each group? And why is the U.S. going to three-peat and get that third?
Right.
Oh, get that fifth star, but that third in a row.
Yeah, and for the rest of the team.
Where are we placing that? Yeah. And also, where are we placing the star? If that's another question. Let's go to.
Is it a physical star that they get?
So we're gonna go to Google and USWNT. So see here, this is unlike the men. We got 4 stars at the top because we've won 4 World Cups.
Okay.
Where do we put the 5th star? Are you thinking in the middle on the top here, or do we squeeze it out? Are we going to do 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top? How are we gonna put that extra star
Right?
on
I mean,
on our?
probably they'll probably just put it at the top and make it smaller and have all 5 fit. But I kind of like maybe like just to see it like two at the two twos at the bottom and the one at the top or something. But yeah, I don't know.
I think they might do 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top.
Yeah, 3 at the bottom, 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of follow that kind of shape.
Because
or maybe try to work around the outside or something.
Because let's put Brazil crest. See, they got this nice little curve here where they can fit 5 stars. We don't got that nice curve.
Well, right, but I mean,
yeah.
But I don't think there's any regulation as far as what size the star has to be.
No,
because those 5 stars in relation to the rest of it look smaller than the US 4 stars.
Yeah.
But they also have the wording Brazil at the bottom of it.
Well, that part is ignore that
right,
wording at the bottom.
yeah, exactly.
Like this one's the women's because they don't have
a
star yet. But yeah. Although I saw the Brazilian women said they saw what Argentina did for Messi and that they want to do that for Marta this year. I'm still rooting for the US, wanting the US to three-peat, but you know, there's something to be said about wanting to win one to go out on a bang. But Megan Rapinoe is retiring after this year, so are we going to have her go out on a bang? There's a lot of people that could go out on a bang this year, so it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah. I know I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of learn more about the stories and the drama and you know some of the actual the personal stories, where they're chasing their goals and dreams and history, and I want to see it happen. I want to see it. I want to see Sinclair get it. I want to see Marta get it as well.
And you can't take away from Sinclair. She is the top international goal scorer of men and women. So like you can't take that away from her. And yeah, this is gonna be fun time. World Cups are always fun, and because the men's World Cup was so close, like was in the fall winter time, and now so it was just a few months away to the next World Cup for the women. Like it's literally been the summer of soccer. We've had Nations League, Gold Cup, now World Cup. It's a good time to be a soccer fan in this country. So I'm excited for what's to come, and we're gonna be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. If you do watch on YouTube later on, like I said before, comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, and I think we're done for tonight, huh?
Yeah. Just follow us at Ruckus EV, pretty much everywhere. It's Ruckus Entertainment Variety, and we got a whole nother slew of shows. We're starting to do some reviews. We got Game Dudes. I'll probably do a little bit of the Lunch Crunch next week. Seems like it might be a little bit of a lighter week for me, work-wise. And then we got maybe some others on the horizon. So, if you are interested in just kind of participating with us as well, let us know. We got a Patreon, and so we actually, at the highest level, you get access to a lot of the subscriptions that we do, so you can have your own show as well, and we can help you with design.
You can join us on here.
Yeah, be an on-camera host. You can be, helping us kind of grow this channel and be a part of the channel, and so kind of with that Patreon fee, that's a kind of a little bit of a training and subscription fee, where we'll teach you how to use everything, and get you some graphic content like this, as simple as or complex maybe as you want it. But I'm excited. Summer of soccer, summer of soul, summer of just awesomeness. It's gonna be great.
The soul takeover.
The soul takeover. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Peace.